Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today with so today I'm go to the swimming with Angela. With arm and what's that guys? I show you. Nicole, hi Nicole. And the food guys. Simple food. Gatorade and rice and Graham, pichi. Let's go for swimming. Let's go swimming. Dali taday. Dali. And then I put my bag here. Ha? Okay ni, dali ta. Sapa ta? Sapa daw taday. Sapa. Ganun ko. Lang. Uy, amping dia kada anlog ba na. Angela. Let's go. Careful. Kaya ako sa dito magkano? Wala man dito ano sa bate? Pwede naman dito dai. Wala ka dai. Kay? Limpyo maguna. Nakaligo na ko dira sa una. So I'm behind the camera guys. Ha? Kana na yung bag dai. Ay bino dito. Kay kuan. Shall leave the Mong talo. Ano? Taking picture guys. As Nicole. Naligo mo? Wala, naligo mo siya. Ah. Apa siya? Basta kilid, ano? Okay. Andrea. And Mia. Hi. For swimming guys here in the forest camp. Let's go. Abaw naman na. Kabila kami lang ko Mia. Oh. Ah, dito na sa slide. Nabag pa saka.
Sikod ako, makuntiyan.
Di man go, pre-prehar man gud mo.
Okay, so we're here with the world famous Baby May and the soon to be world famous Ella, Baby May's niece out in Chateau. And Baby May, remind me once again, how old is your lovely niece?
19 years old.
19.
Yeah.
And her name is Ella.
Yeah.
And you guys grew up together.
Yeah, grew up in province in Chaton.
Okay, cool. And Ella's a little different than you in that she's how old?
19 years old.
19. Ella, how many kids do you have?
Two kids.
2 kids?
Yeah.
Better you than me. How old are they, those beautiful babies? How old?
2 years old and 1 year old.
A 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. All right. So you're living out there, you've got 2 kids, and you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Cool. And he is a good guy. He works construction, right?
Yes.
All right. And you two have been boyfriend and girlfriend since, what, 15 years old?
Yes. 15
Amazing.
years
All right, and you're still together. 2 kids. So basically kids having kids, and yet here we are. Still together, still one big happy family, and I think that's great. But the interesting thing to me, what I just learned today, Ella's mother is deaf.
Yeah.
old. Yes.
She does not hear. And the father is not in the picture anymore, so pretty much Ella was raised by her mother, who's deaf, and Ella knows how to sign a little bit, or a lot, or some?
Abalo ka mo sign language day?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yes.
Okay, that's more than I can do. And how did the communication was not with the mother, it was the grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so he's a good guy. Is he still in the family? Is he still around? Does he still live with them?
Tao ba niyo po imong lolo?
Yes.
Grandfather?
Yes.
Okay, good. And so Ella was able to go to school till what grade?
Ang sa kang gaduan ni Undang is
Grade
8th grade.
Grade
Okay. And so, when you were in 8th grade, is that when you got pregnant?
Kaya nag-eskwela pa ka grade 8, guys, 10 na kaana na.
8. Yes.
Ah, they
Yeah,
have an old
she's
saying, you
pregnant
should have
that time.
danced all night. But teenagers will be teenagers. So here we are. Anyway, so Ella is living in a compound.
Yeah, compound.
And have you been to the compound, May?
No, I'm not bad.
You've not seen it?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll have to go out and visit it. Because Ella has lived in this compound how long?
Kaya naka-tuig nagpuyo mo sa compound.
10 years.
10 years. And I understand she's moving.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, why is she moving?
Ano mo balhin mo dahil?
Kay gamiton man ang yuta.
Because the owner of the land, he want to use the land and then he for sale for another people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ella lives in what is sometimes referred to as a squatter's area.
Yeah, squatter area.
Okay. And what that is, for the folks that don't understand, it's kind of what it sounds like. There will be a vacant piece of land, empty, and it's generally either owned by the government or it's owned by an individual or individuals. And they just allow people to build on their house, on their land,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so that's been going on for the last 10 years. And that's kind of part of the Filipino community out here. It's interesting that a Filipino or a Filipina will own a swath of land
Yeah.
and just allow people to go in there and build themselves, not nice houses, but basic housing.
Yeah.
Kind of like we're sitting in now
Yeah,
with
small house
you know,
with
open
bamboo.
air,
Yeah.
dirt floor, tin roof or bamboo roof,
Yeah.
some cooking outside,
Yeah.
stuff very basic.
Yeah.
It's like camping but
Yeah.
different.
Not have the private room, only whole family living
Right.
in the
Everybody lives
Yeah.
in one room.
one room.
Trip. I sometimes think there's a lot of positivity to that. In my own warped mind, it doesn't allow people to isolate or be alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's why there's very little loneliness out here, and there's so much in my home country. 'Cause everybody's kind of got their own room, their own niche, their own TV. They got all this stuff. Now they got their phones and whatnot, and they tend to disconnect. But let me tell you, when you're living in one room with your deaf mother and your
Yeah.
grandfather and your boyfriend or partner, in
Yeah.
Ella's case, and now 2 children, well, everybody better get along.
No privacy.
There can't be too many fights there. No one's going to last. But the interesting thing is this dude that owns this place, or this woman, I don't even know, owns the land, had an offer on the property.
Yeah.
And as is his or her privilege and right to do, sold it to someone that's going to
Yeah.
build something there. We don't know what. It's either going to be a store or an apartment building or I don't know what. But they're going to build something and everybody's got to leave. And there's 10 families
Yeah.
in the compound. And they were given how many days notice to leave?
Pila ka daw yung tagamog limit day?
1 month.
1 month.
1 month. Okay. So, that was brokered though by the barangay captain.
Yeah.
So the difference here is pretty much in America where I'm from, if you're evicted or told to leave, that's it. You just got to go and figure it out.
Yeah.
Here, since they're familiar with the people's financial difficulties, that's why they're there to begin with. They work smaller jobs, like her boyfriend or partner earns how many pesos per month?
Pilang adaw niya day?
300 a day.
300.
I mean
a day.
per day. Yeah, I don't
Yes.
mean per month. I'm sorry. So 300 pesos, about the equivalent of $6 per day, and that is to feed Ella and the babies
Yeah.
and all of other life's necessities. And yet, here we are, smiling and getting ready to move and start all over again. So the barangay captain got involved and found them another piece of land, right?
Yeah.
So within 30 days, they're going to have to build a new house.
New house.
Yeah.
And I imagine, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth here, that they're going to need to try to salvage as much wood as they can from the
Yeah.
old place
Yeah.
and then move it to the new
Build
place.
The house, small house.
New small house.
Yeah.
And all 10 families are going.
Yeah, 10 families.
Well, you can't even get any new neighbors. It's like the same but different. And so how far away is this piece of land?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes away?
Yeah.
So it's really close.
Yeah, very close.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're not moving across town or definitely not across country. So a little relocation project is underway. And I imagine everybody there is under the gun for materials,
Yeah, material.
right?
Yeah.
Because you can only get so much. I mean, if it's 10 years old, I imagine the tin, if they've got
Yeah.
that on the roof, that can be salvaged.
Yeah.
They're going to probably try to reuse the nails, probably try to reuse some of the wood,
Yeah.
but that's still going to be a hassle. And I don't know. That'll be an interesting transition. I would like to go out there with you, May, since it's your niece that we're
Yeah.
talking to here, and possibly take a look at where they're living now,
Yeah.
and what it looks like, so we can get a visual on it. And then, I don't know, we'll just see where the camera leads us. Maybe we'll go to the new place and look around at what the land is
Yeah.
and see how that's working. Maybe the neighbors, if they'll talk to us, we can get their spin on all this.
Yeah.
So we got Mama, we got Grandpa, we got Ella,
Yeah.
we got her partner, her live-in partner, and we've got the 2 babies.
2 babies.
So that's 6 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to need to build a new house here. But that is actually, that's tough, but it's not impossible. It's something that I know from what I've seen with Filipinos is they are super just ingenious when it comes to making things work out of nothing. They think of stuff that would never have crossed my mind on how to fix things, build things,
Yeah.
make it happen. And I've got a feeling, is the family pretty happy? Are you a happy family? Are your kids happy? Are you happy with your boyfriend?
Yes.
You get along good with your mother? You get along good with your grandfather?
Yes.
Good relationships?
Yes.
Healthy, happy. That's the prize
Yeah.
at the end of the rainbow, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got stuff, and you and I can always step in and maybe help them with a little bit of stuff. But I can't help but go back and think of how much dysfunction goes on and how much madness and craziness goes on in developed countries where people are sort of disconnected with one another. And we're here, we have this young lady that's 19 years old. She's
Yeah.
got 2 kids. Her boyfriend lives on, less than what we would call minimum wage. And I imagine that job's not steady. It's
Yeah.
one day it's on, the other day it's off.
Yeah.
But for somehow, some way, they make it happen. And I just think it's fascinating. Every day that I spend here in the Philippines is, I don't know, it just sort of amazes me at how the simple things work and how uncomplicated and how uncluttered everybody's life is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you 2 were growing up together, did you know her as a baby? Did you know her when she was a little baby? since
No,
she's your
because
niece?
I work in the Manila
Oh,
that
that's
time.
right.
Yeah.
You weren't even around.
Yeah.
You were at 15. You were in Manila working. So how long have you 2 been hanging out? How long have you connected?
Like Ella getting 14 years old.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when you met her,
Yeah,
when
and
she
then
was 14?
she contact with me. In
Oh,
the
she
Facebook.
contacted you.
Yeah.
So 5 years now,
Yeah.
you guys have kind of stayed in
Yeah.
touch. And that's another thing, is family out here.
Yeah.
Is how connected people stay. And even though she's your niece, she didn't know you for the first 14 years of her
Yeah.
life, but she knew about you, so she reached out.
Yeah.
And here you are today, sitting at Forest Camp, having a
Yeah.
good time. All right, so that's a little update on Ella, because Ella's
Yeah.
been on your channel.
Yeah, no
And
times.
I know she's shy, not actually shy, It's just the English is
Yeah,
an issue.
the English.
But that's
so,
okay. In a perfect world, I should know how to speak the Saiyan, you know, and then it wouldn't be an issue. I'm the one that's guilty here. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing a little bit. And I think this is a good, what we call a prequel to a video that we'll do in the future about an area where so-called squatters, I prefer to call it something else, occupiers, I don't know, of land, and what it looks like and how it operates. And maybe the barangay captain, talk to him if he'll let us. And then we'll go to the new location and see how the building goes. And we'll just kind of put that in our future plans.
Yeah.
So I want to thank both of you ladies, one being my wife.
Thank you so much, Odifol, for
And
your
my
channel.
lovely friend Ella over here, Baby May's niece, for coming on the little channel today.
Yeah.
And you guys promised me you'll come back and we'll go look at the progress. How's that?
Yeah.
Good?
Say bye-bye.
Bye.